Hi, I'm Rick Schneider. You're watching Schneider Classic. Why is my camera flickering? Okay, it's just the front screen. And today we're going to destroy some shit because that's apparently all I do. Like, you can see the truck here and stuff. She's moved up a little bit. No matter what, this motor is just dying and dying and dying. It either needs, like, it's got to be pulled out and something's got to be changed on it, but whatever. We have another motor here, but this motor, I'll show you at the end of the day what happened to this motor. This motor, I paid $500 for this, and you'll find out at the end of the video. Stay tuned and you'll see what I did. We have a transmission here, we have a 4.3 here, there's a frame there. The snow's all starting to melt, which is awesome, but I hope this camera does not delete this video because I've been having a very hard time as of late. I think it's just the one SD card. I think we've tracked it down to maybe the one SD card. The girl gave me the idea of maybe it's the card and stuff. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna mark the card. We don't use that card anymore, and we'll see what happens. If I keep losing video, then we know it's the camera. And then that sucks. But whatever. Today, we gotta start cutting this thing up. We've already dismantled it. Now we gotta dismantle it more. But the good thing about it, I think the battery's still hooked up, right? Battery's in it, must be dead. That sucks. I don't want to take. We have battery. I laugh at that. Still starts, no problem. That hinge is loose. You feel that? Like, if you see that. She needs some new hinges. Oh yeah, look, that hinge pin. All right. So we gotta cut all the bad metal out of here. That's bad metal. Cut all this off. Cut the rocker off. Play with Bondo, apparently. Now, cut all this off, because this is all bad. Yeah. Maybe fucking blast that. Cut this out. Yeah, look at that. We want this to be safe. So cut all that out. Cut this corner out. Go in here. Tasty. Cut this wheel well out. The wheel will have to be removed. Like, just get at it. Gotta cut out all the bad.
taken down. 'Cause weight this heavy and some faith I drown. But you left my head and redirect my focus. You say Earth's compass won't ever leave you hopeless. And you lead me to the sea of stars. They look up if you're right or lost. The brightest one will always take you home.
And if you're ever feeling weak, they'll carry you straight back to me. You'll never be on this journey alone. They'll take you home. Catch your breath, darling, I've got you now.
So I already know I may need to redo the brakes. There's your inner structure, there's your rocker, and there's what used to be what's like, look, you can see right through that. That's what used to be the pinch weld. So and that used to be right there. And that used to be the muffler. We could reskin that and reuse that, right? Not worth it. Cost 20 bucks for a muffler. Who cares? That's scrap. So we first got to rebuild about that much. You can see here that, and they keep that there for reference. So we have to first rebuild that. Then we have to rebuild the inner structure. This is a little lip that comes forward, the tie in some structure here. This piece normally goes past here, but it was all rotten. So, but we're going to slide our rocker groove in between there, weld it to both, weld it on nice and tight, and then put a piece of metal over it to strengthen it. You can see our pinch weld's gone. So I'm gonna actually grind the pinch welds flat to what the body. Oh, let me get you under here. I'm gonna grind the pinch weld flat to the surface, and then I'm gonna go over it and entirely weld where the pinch weld's supposed to be, which sucks, but I'm gonna have to do that to put structure back in here. Then where they go from a piece here where they do an L bracket piece, because this piece is supposed to go from here to there, the tie-in structure, but as you can see, it was no good. It was rotten. So my plan is you get a flat piece of steel to come down and across, and we're actually going to tie it in over top of where the pinch weld was. That way it just puts structure back into the unibody, and it's not fully factory because the floor pan comes up and lips up against the pinch weld. Then the pinch weld is your inner structure here, and then this structural piece ties into the pinch weld. Considering how rotten the pinch weld was, we're just letting pinch weld delete it. But I don't think that'd be fine. We'll grind this flat, I'll weld it up, and then we'll just flat sheet it straight to the floor pan. Which will suck if the floor pan ever needs to be done. But it looks pretty solid, so we're gonna do that. I saw there's the plastic liner that was in here. I'm like, why the hell is there a plastic liner in there? There is no reason for that plastic liner to be in this rear wheel well. I have no idea why it's there. It's just, especially when it's already rocker guarded. I'm gonna just keep that rocker guarded, and where they move the rear plastic wheel wells, because I broke the front ones. Well, this one's fine, but the other one on the other side's not. But looking how better this is, where does they move these rear plastic wheel wells to the front to protect all our stuff in here? We're probably gonna get rid of all this intake stuff to go with a much smoother, better intake, which I think I have one In the future, we might upgrade the exhaust. I know I got to do that valve cover at some point here, but we finally got all the rust out. I just got to grind all the spots on the weld, and I'm probably gonna weld it tomorrow. Because, like I said, what we're going to have to do is weld up the pinch weld where it's supposed to be, because it's gone. Put in the inner structure, put in new inner structure, and tie it into the floor pans. And then we'll put our rocker on, our new rocker. But as you guys can see, so you guys see where this little lip is right here in the door and how it matches the seat? This is where the four-door post is. It goes in right here. That's why there's that little nip there. Like, so I think with the structure of these, I think the rocker panel normally sits on here for the back doors and stuff like that, which come back here. And like, it's neat how the structures are laid out for the quarter panels, because this is a 4-door rocker, which I can only get. And I've started to trim it up to see how it'll fit in here. Because your door post goes in right there. So we will trim this up so that the lip sits where it's supposed to. I will probably trim this up here because it is a little rotten.
Won't ever leave you hopeless.
You lead me to the sea of stars. They look up if you're ever alive. Right as wine will always take you home.
And if you're ever feeling weak, they'll carry you straight back to me.